Hey bitch. This is all the other fucked up shit I used to do in high school that I had recently remembered. So as you now know, I used to drink spicy water in high school when I wasn't supposed to, allegedly. And my mom had caught me. She already knew that, right? How did she know that, you ask? One time she went to go to my closet to find a shirt because we were the same size and she was going out this time. She was like, you know, in her party girl era. So was I, but she didn't know that. And she went to go look for a shirt and she kicked my purse and it went ka-cling. She did find a bottle of Smirnoff. Yes, she did. So then it kind of became routine for her to just like go through my shit because I couldn't be trusted. Period. But what does a crazy mom make? A crazier child. Yes, ma'am. I got smarter. So I would be getting these bottles of spicy water and I couldn't keep them in my house because my mom would go through everything. She would think 10 steps ahead. So I had to outdo the doer. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is all alleged. Rah! Sorry, I couldn't come back with just this on and not give you a little jump scare. So whatever, I had to outsmart her, right? So what I started to do was I started to take my bottles of spicy water and I had a vanity that was like wooden. It was technically like a reading desk, but it had like a lip on the front and there was only one drawer on this vanity. I made it a vanity. This is how crazy I was. I used to take my bottles of spicy water and duct tape them underneath the table, like triple, quadruple, like exit out, duct tape them underneath the table. And you know what? That was a good hiding spot for a hot minute. Can I get a round of applause for the fucking creativity over here? Cause damn, I had to keep that to myself. And that was a good ass hiding spot, bitch. You know those things where they're like, if you had to hide a paperclip, baby, you're not finding my paperclip. Anyways, that was a good idea until one night I was sleeping and the tape had come off a little bit and loud as fuck at like 3 a.m. it was like, BAM! So then I had to come up with a new hiding spot. So as the week is progressing, I'm looking for a new hiding spot. I also had no more spicy water, so I was like fiending. I'm like looking around. Now my mom did keep spicy water in the house, but she wasn't no dummy, let me tell you that. She took a permanent marker and would mark on the bottle like where the liquid was, so that like if we did take some, she would know. Now I have 3 brothers, okay? And I'm not gonna tell you which one, but one of my brothers witnessed me do something. And I'm gonna tell you what I did, okay? Hold on a second. My mom had this plastic like handle of Captain Morgan. And what I would do is I would take some, pour it in a water bottle. Allegedly. And then I would fill it up with water. But a bitch isn't stupid, right? I knew I could only take so much before the color would start looking a little too light. Because, you know, Captain Morgan is a little bit dark. So I only took as much as I possibly could where the line was to keep the same color if I poured water. You get what I'm saying? You see, I knew that. But my one brother that witnessed me do that did not think of that. So just keep that in mind. Whatever, all during this week, I'm looking for a new hiding spot, right? And boom, it hits me when I'm leaving the house one day. I'm like, oh my goodness, I should just hide it outside, the spicy water bottle. I should just hide it outside in the bushes because it's like reverse psychology. She's always gonna think it's in the house. She'll never think it's outside the house. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my God, I'm so fucking smart. And then I'm like, then I don't ever have to sneak it out because it's already outside. I'm like, then when I say I'm leaving, I'll just go to my secret hiding spot, take it, and then I'm good to go. I like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Like I could, you know what I mean? Because half the battle was trying to get the bottle outside to begin with. If I brought a bag downstairs, I'd be like, let me see what's in your bag. So whatever, boom, I hide the bottle. I start hiding the bottles outside. Summer's starting to roll around. It's getting hot outside. Remember that Captain Morgan bottle, the plastic handle I was telling you about? My mom had it set on top of a wine cellar thing, okay, a wine holder. One day I'm walking down in the kitchen. I look around and look at the fucking Captain Morgan bottle. Why is there condensation in the fucking bottle? Now, I don't know about you, but do you know science? There can never be condensation in a liquor bottle. There can't, because there's no water in the fucking bottle. So I see this and I'm like, oh my God. And then boom, it hits me. My brother had seen me do that and he probably took some. I'm like, oh my goodness, this fuck is gonna blow my fucking cover. So I grabbed him and I'm like, hey, I have a quick question for you. He's like, what? What's up? I'm like, have you been taking liquor, spicy water out of mom's Captain over there? He's like, why is it any of your business? You know, brothers, like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, well, if you have been, just so you know, it's the wrong color. And not only is it the wrong color, you fuck, there's condensation at the top, which means that there's water in there. And there shouldn't have been any water in there. Do you understand what I'm fucking saying to you? There was no fixing it at this point in time. I mean, realistically, could we have gone, or because I knew people, could I have gone and gotten a replacement of spicy water and poured some in there to make it level? Yeah, but a bitch is broke. Okay, I'm in high school. I don't got money like that. And what I look like spending my money on his mistake. You know what I mean? So then it became a game to us. Every time one of us walked past the bottle in the kitchen, sometimes my mom would be cooking and we would be like, and put it back. Thank God that wasn't like her spicy water of choice, so she never really noticed. However, remember how I told you the bushes were my outside hiding area? I started to become like a forger and just keep anything that I would want slash need out there that I didn't have to hide. Like, you know what I mean? So I started to create a pile of things. A lighter, a knife for protection, some scissors in case I needed to open something, my spicy water bottle, you name it, it was there. But I had them scattered throughout the front yard. Boom, summer comes around. I had forgotten about all of that. My mom comes inside the house and she goes, "Oh my God, guys, you'll never believe what I found in the front bushes." I'm like, dumbass, okay? I go, "What?" She goes, "I found one of our steak knives." I found one of our steak knives in the bushes, like stabbed into the ground. And it's from our house. Like, it's our steak knives. I'm sitting there like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yeah, like that's really scary. I'm gonna have to tell my stepdad. What if somebody's breaking and entering?" She came up with this whole theory. Oh my goodness. The whole time it was me. Whole time it was me.
Okay, I have a wild story. So last night I am home and I have a girlfriend come over and she and I are about to go out. That's where the glitter came from. And I told her, let's call the Uber. I'm going to walk my dog really quick just before the Uber gets here. So I take my dog out and I'm outside of my house and there's this strange man. And he's like staring at me, but I look like booty shorts and a tank top. And I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry, I look like this. So I walk down the street. And then this man calls after me and he yells my name. My name is Stephanie. And he goes, Steph? And I'm like, I don't know this guy. And so I look at him and I'm just thinking, like, how do I know him? But it's dark. And I'm like, hi, who are you? I can't see who you are. And he goes, it's Ryan from Bumble. I don't have a Bumble account. I don't do online dating. And even when I did, I don't do Bumble. But he's like, it's Ryan from Bumble. You just gave me your address and told me to come over. Like, I'm here. And I knew immediately what was going on. For a backstory, I have two roommates. I have a male roommate and a female roommate. We're all straight, we're all single. None of us are sleeping with each other or dating each other. But my male roommate has this woman who he was seeing, and he has tried to break up with her, and I guess he has again recently. And there has been so much going on with her where my ex reached out from years ago, reached out to me recently and was saying that there was this man that was texting him asking if we're still together or if I'm single or whatever. And then, so it was this woman, it was my male roommate's whatever, that reached out to my ex. She made fake profiles online pretending to be men. She has reached out to me before. This has been happening for weeks. It's such a shit show. I first heard about her because she was like pretending to be a man and she was like, I want to be your roommate. Like, is this your roommate posting or whatever on Facebook Marketplace? And that was months old. Like, I wasn't looking for a roommate anymore. And then she kept like asking as a man, like if she could take me out. Like, I'm a straight male. I really want to date you. I want to date you. By the way, I found your address. Here's pictures of your house. I know where you live. And at the time when this all started, I thought that she was a straight man that was trying to like date me, but also like found out where I lived. And I was like freaking out. But anyway, I don't even know how to explain this story. But she got my female roommate's phone number and was harassing my female roommate too. So she's been harassing both of us. She's now on my TikTok, here, and on my Instagram account. And I do social media for a living. So I have posts on my Instagram in particular with companies that I work with. And sometimes I do collaborative posts with them. And she's on my TikTok or on my Instagram with nearly about a dozen fake profiles right now from different men, or like, pretending to be different men, talking about my OnlyFans content. I don't have an OnlyFans. Like, I don't. I'm not that kind of person. Like, more power to people that do that, but like, no. But she's in the comments of my, I have a business Instagram and a personal Instagram. She's in the comments of my business Instagram as men that don't exist talking about my OnlyFans content and also on my TikTok, and like talking about different things and whatever, and just like harassing me, saying that like just all this stupid shit. So this man last night, he was very nice. He was very sweet. If he sees this, hi. I think we're connected on Instagram now. But he was very nice. And I was like walking my dog, and I was like, so okay, so the second he was like, I'm from Bumble, I was like, I know exactly what this is. It's like, do you want to walk with me? I'll explain what's going on. And so he walked with me, and so I told him what's going on, and I said, do you mind coming in my house? I said, my male roommate, he's asleep right now. He just got back from Vegas, but I was like, I'm gonna wake him up. I'm not mad at my roommate. Like he can't. He feels bad. But I was like, can you meet my male roommate? And I'm gonna tell him who you are and what's going on. So they met. He hung out with us for like 10 minutes or something. Um, but we were all talking about it, and my friend was over here. So it's me, my friend, and then my male roommate and this guy, and we're all sitting here talking. Like, this is wild. This is insane. Like, what did my roommate do to her? Like, I mean, he didn't, but you know what I mean. It's like how good is it? Was it? But so we were all talking, and I told my roommate, I was like, I'm sorry, like, don't hate me. I've talked about getting a restraining order against her before, and like, he didn't want me to have to do that. But it's gotten to the point where I was like, I'm gonna file a police report tomorrow after I go out tonight. And he was like, I understand, it's fine, do it. So I'm filing a police report today. But it is wild. Like, I also want to mention that the guy from Bumble said that my address was publicly on the profile that she made. And he was like, the pictures are all you. I mean, clearly that's what people do when they make fake whatever. So this fake Bumble profile had all pictures of me, my information, and my address was publicly on the profile, like not even just DM'd to him. So I don't know how many other people are going to show up at my house. And then my female roommate texted me while I was out last night, and she sent me a screenshot of someone that was some random person that was texting her and said, "Hey, the party starts at 7 or something like that, right? Like, I'll be there." So like there are random men now texting my roommate with our address, because this girl is giving out our address and posting it publicly. So I don't know how many more people are going to show up at my house, but police report is necessary at this point.
Weird bitches in Boston. Part 2 story time. You guys loved the first one. It didn't even mean to be a thing. But here we go. I always look at who watches my stories. I don't care if that's weird. I always check my story viewers. I want to see who watches my shit that doesn't follow me, what bitches, creeps, anybody. So it was like 3 weeks now of me noticing this account watching my shit like very shortly after I post it. And normally I would block, somebody that does that, whatever account's doing that. But I'm just like, I'm a little crazy. So I'm like, I'm going to find out who this is. And let's not forget, I used to work for the government. So I end up finding out who this is very quickly. And I don't even think I've met this bitch before. Not that I remember. I don't ever remember meeting this bitch. So I find out who she is. And so I follow her we don't even follow each other. I follow her actual account and that spam account at the same exact second. So it clicks in her head, oh fuck, she knows it's me. I don't know what went off in her bird brain that was like, maybe if I do this, she won't think it's me. So right after I follow both the accounts, she follows me back on her real account and then DMs me and is like, this girl does eyebrows. So she DMs me and is like, hey babe, I would love to do your brows as soon as my books open back up again. As soon as I get availability again, I'd love to do your brows. Not only was this bitch watching my shit, she also wants me to go into her business and give her my hard-earned money to do my brows. Let me just preface by saying I'm not a piece of shit, okay? I look at it from both sides and be like, okay, well, maybe she just liked your stuff, likes you, fucks with your style, and saw you on the Explore page and was like, oh, I fuck with this bitch, I'm gonna follow her. Like, it's not like that. It's not like she wants to do a collab, she was just, wondering. Nothing. It's not like that. If I see somebody on the Explore page and there's some bad bitch and their pictures are fire, their outfits are fire, that's it, no question, I'm following them. Somebody that inspires me, I'm like, damn, where'd she get that fit? Like, I'm like, okay, I'm following them. Like, that's it. But it's not like that. Like, if you have no malintent in your head when you see somebody, it's just like, I genuinely want to fuck with you and support you. That's it. Like, It's just no, like, oh, let me report back to your page 3 times a day without following you, though, just because I want to keep tabs on you. Like, that's fucking weird. So, I obviously don't answer, and I'm just like, weird as fuck. No, only I touch my brows. So, but yeah, that's so fucking weird to message me after the fact, thinking I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and then wanting me to come in and pay for a fucking service from you.
The most bizarre thing happened to me last night. Yesterday I was getting off the bus, and when I got off at my stop, a larger, older man got off as well. And when I get off, I'm on the street and I'm walking to where I'm going, and I hear him behind me, and he says, "Excuse me, I don't mean any harm." And I was like, ooh, really? And most people would have booked it after that line, but I was like, let me hear him out. Why? He opens with a really alarming sentence, but again, I am naive and bored because I don't know why I even entertained this, but he said, "I just got out of prison and I have $12,000 in cash in my backpack. Would you do me a favor?" And I was like, yes, I would love to. Honestly, at this point in my mind, I don't know why I was still here. I was kind of sticking with the story. And honestly, he seemed kind of harmless. I was like, okay, what's up? Like, let's hear about it. This is going to be a great story. Just don't point a gun at me and then I can tell the internet, but go ahead. He goes, "I just got released and I'm looking to get a massage." And I was like, okay. He was like, "Full body massage." And I was like, well, I'm not working tonight, okay? I'm not clocking in. I'm off duty. I'm not in the mood. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds fun. Enjoy. And he's like, "Could you help me? I don't have a cell phone." And I was like, you know what? This is going to be funny one day, not today, but soon it will be. So I then take out my cell phone. So when I take out my cell phone, he's like, "You know what massage I'm looking for? Like full body." And I'm like, okay, scalp and toes? Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not getting massages like that, honestly. And I was like, oh, like a happy ending? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So now I am Googling happy ending massages NYC. My FBI agent tapping into my phone is probably deeply concerned where my brain is going tonight, but I do it because I'm like, absolutely, I would love to help you. This sounds like you really need it. Again, it's maybe around 11 p.m. at night in the middle of New York City. He has a backpack on, I'm assuming with the cash, and he goes, "If you can find me a place to go, I will give you $100. And I'm like, ooh, now it's a Candy Crush. Okay, now it's like a game. I was like, okay, I'm gonna win Flappy Bird. I will find you a place so I can get my cash prize. Absolutely. So I'm typing in all these places. Again, Google isn't going to say they give the best rub and tug here. Like, I would hope not. So I kind of was like scrolling for a bit, and then he starts scrolling. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? We're still standing there, and then he goes, "Do you know who I am?" And I was like, no, please enlighten me. Take the floor. And he was like, "My name is Mandingo. Do you know Mandingo?" And I'm like, no, is that a family name? What is that? Sounds Irish. I've never heard of that word or name in my entire life. And he's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, now I'm kind of like maybe a little sus. After 40 minutes of literally sitting on a bus stop with this guy, I was like, maybe this isn't a good idea. So I was trying to give a different name, but I couldn't in the moment. So I was like, "I'm Danielle." And he's like, okay. I just really popped in the A to a E, and I was like, Danielle's gonna keep me protected. After he formally introduces himself, he's like, "Look me up." And I'm like, okay, like now am I with the celebrity? And I was like, okay, which I look up, and he's like, "Type in Mandingo Unleashed." And I was like, okay, so I typed that in. And now, listen, when I'm telling people the story now, they're like, how did you not know what that search was gonna be? I was thinking he just got out of prison. He is unleashed from the shackles. He wanted to see if there was a news article about him before he went home to his mom and pop and wife. You know, like that's where my mind completely went. And I look up Mandingo Unleashed, and it wasn't something that would be safe for work. He starts scrolling on my phone, and at first it's like an IMDb, and I'm like, oh my God, is this guy like a movie star? And then he's like, no, go to the third one. He's a corn star. And I was like, oh. And then he makes me click on the video. It is a large private part. And he points to it and goes, "That's me." And I was like, absolutely. On this note, I have to go. I need to leave. And he was like, "Come on, Danielle, like, help me get a massage. Where should I go?" And I was like, "Mandingo, I don't know. I feel like we got too close too fast, okay? Like, we need to take our relationship a little slowly, because me and my friends, we don't immediately watch Corn together. We're not doing that just yet.
Not to be dramatic, but if I dropped dead tomorrow and woke up in hell, it would probably take me 2 to 3 full days to realize that I was not just in another HR-backed team building workshop with my coworkers.
Story time was the craziest thing a man has ever done to me, and I stayed. Okay, so let me give y'all a backstory before y'all start judging. I met this guy when I was 18 years old. It was my freshman year in college at the University of Alabama. So, being that I was a freshman, of course, I was like 18. He didn't go to college there. He was just a guy from Tuscaloosa. He was about, I think it was like 23 or 24 at the time. Keep that in mind. So, mind you, like, I'm young. You know, you get your first little boyfriend. You think you doing something. Couldn't nobody tell me shit about him. Not my mama, not my friends, nobody. I was fucked up. Needless to say, time goes past. After about a year or so, we end up breaking up. Or, you know, you can call it a break or whatever. We didn't talk for maybe like 2 to 3 months. 0 contact. Or whatever the case may be. So we get back together. And this is where all the crazy shit comes to you. So mind you, at the time, this guy told me when we were together for a year, he only had 2 kids. Next thing you know, I'm getting messages from people and yada yada yada. Time passed by. We had 10 kids now. And this ain't even the crazy part. Find out about the 10 kids. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's them bitches' kids. Those are not my kids. I'm young. I'm turned. Bitch, you want to keep having babies by a nigga that got 9 other kids? Cool. I don't give no fuck. Now, the 2 kids I did know, those were my babies. I love them down. You cannot tell me shit about those children. Mind you, I'm a baby myself. I don't have any kids at the time. So I cling to them babies. Like, that was there all the time. I go pick them up for their mama, whatever the case may be. Now, let's circle back to the fact that I said I would go pick them up from their mother. So, he had this one particular baby mother that, you know, I was really cool with. Still am very cool with. And throughout the whole time we were together, they just didn't get along, allegedly. They did not get along. Like, it was always something, this and that and third. But me and her, we ain't had no problems. So one day, after our break, we done got back together. We've been broke up for 3 months. I go pick the kids up. Mind you, I said we only been broke up for 3 months. Shorty comes up to the car with the baby, stomach out. Arms out. Y'all ready to hit a kicker to this shit?
I'm sorry, but why the fuck are we taking taxes out of the paychecks of 15 to 17-year-olds when they are not allowed to vote? Is that not the definition of taxation without representation?
So if y'all don't know by now, y'all know I don't like that age gap shit, really. Well, depending on the age, like, you know, if you grown, you got some life experience on you, you got a little dirt on you already, baby, you good. But when bitches 17, 18, grown ass men, 24, 25, fucking with them, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm about to give y'all a story talking about how I found out my baby daddy was fucking with a fucking high schooler. And then the high school girl ended up getting beat up because she kind of lost her mind a little bit. And it's unfortunate that she got beat up because I never intended to beat her up. Ever. Her little homegirl tried to mace me, and for that bitch, you had to get your motherfucking ass toe up. If you see this, girl, I know you grown enough to know now you had no motherfucking business, and I'm sorry that you had to get your shit tapped in, because the way we tore y'all hoes up outside that club, real shit though, the real tea is they wasn't supposed to be at the club. You hear how that sound? I beat a high schooler up at the club. That's the motherfucking problem. These kids' mamas don't give a fuck. Okay, so we're going to set the scene of the story. Y'all, it's like 2017. I'm working at a call center or whatever. In my first apartment, me and my baby daddy done moved in. Worst mistake I ever made in my motherfucking life. If you having a baby by somebody right now and you know that ain't ideal, we pimps fuck up. Don't move in with the nigga. It's only going to get worse. No shade. All shade. I'm dead serious. That shit is only going to get worse, bitch. Just be real with yourself and just take your baby, love you, and love your fucking baby. Don't try to bring the nigga with you. He's only going to break you down. So me and my baby daddy was back and forth. It was very clear that he was a cheater. And bitch, I'm my daddy daughter. The fuck? So you know what I'm saying, nigga? I'm too much for one nigga too. You too much for one bitch. I'm too much for one nigga. So what's up? We doing what we do. Now in rolls another party, because at this point it's like, all right, nigga, I'm tired of catching you. At this point in our relationship, y'all, I had to dislocate what shit. I did disconnect her shit, but I had done dislocated his cousin. Me and this man done fought in front of his grandma. I done tried to run him over. I done keyed his car. It's all kind of shit going on. Like, we are back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's like the type of shit my baby daddy was on. You never knew if a hoe was sending you a friend request because she was fucking him or not. And most times hoes was definitely sending me friend requests because they was fucking. I don't know what they wanted to watch me and Maury do. Shit, you fucking him. I'm at home with the baby. What you want me to do about this? But this girl added me, and I really didn't know how old she was. I didn't know how old she was, but I did peep that she was on the scene. Like, she used to be running in the same circles we was in. Okay, so I peeped that she done added me. She always on his page. Pretty girl, very beautiful. She actually looked like she might have had a little age on her, aside from the fact that she was built like a 6-year-old girl. But I also know that there are little women out here, so I didn't know how old the girl was. So I start fronting him like, what's up? Who this girl is? Come to find out, y'all, it's this bitch I work at the call center with. It's her little sister. Her little sister fucking my baby daddy, and Shawty know this shit. One day this bitch gonna try to ask me to send her some motherfucking money. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if your children on their last little Caesars. I would never send you shit. That's another story for another day. Fuck her. But back to her little sister. So her little sister fucking my baby daddy. At this time, y'all, I don't even know what's going on. So to put like a good time frame on it, it first came about in like April of 2017, and then the little girl disappeared. I didn't hear nothing else. I don't know if he went and he got his shit together with her and she just stopped, but didn't hear nothing else, didn't see nothing. Y'all, it come around my motherfucking 21st birthday, right? My baby daddy posted me, which I was kind of embarrassed, because don't post me, but I let him have it because he wanted to post me because I was going to the fucking club. You know how a nigga try to make it be known that they fuck with you because you finna go be around other niggas? It's okay, these other niggas still gonna fuck with me, baby. They don't give a fuck. And indeed, they did not give a fuck. But anyway, y'all, so the next morning, his grandma, y'all know his grandma died. His grandma called his phone and was like, I don't know what the hell you got going on, but somebody done slashed your tires out here. They done keyed your car. It's fingernail polish all over the place inside your car. Tori, what the hell you got going on? So he mad as fuck. Y'all. Even crazier. So he trying to act all confused, like he don't know what the fuck is going on. Like he just, what the fuck? Ain't nobody do. So we go over there, we see the car. So when we see the car, I'm just sitting there looking at him like, which one of these hoes you done pissed off? I said, it's crazy you posted me on my birthday and then now your fucking shit done got fucked up. Like, what you got going on? You gotta make everything about you, Montaniqua. You gotta make everything. Boy, shut the fuck up. I'm not dumb. Somebody keyed your car after you posted me on Facebook, nigga. That's why I had me a happy birthday. I don't give a fuck. So at this point, he done realized who it was. So he done said something to the girl. So that's when he say something to the girl. Boom. Now I know that you're fucking with this girl. Because what the fuck? This before I found out she was in high school, y'all. We still ain't found out that the girl in high school yet. Because I ain't did enough digging. Y'all, this how I know light-skinned niggas delusional. This nigga thought that he was about to sit. Get him, girl. He thought he was about to sick me like I'm his big dog on this girl for fucking his car up. And I'm like, baby, last time I checked, all 4 of my tires still spinning. It ain't not a scratch on my motherfucking Avenger. Y'all had a Dodge Avenger with the racing stripes on it. Couldn't tell me Nathan Harris. It ain't not a window busted. It ain't no fingernail pop. Why would I be beating somebody up for fucking up your car, Tori? Why would I do that? He get mad at me because I'm not finna fight the girl. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't fighting that girl. That's his car. So y'all know I'm a Virgo. My birthday in September. So after all that shit happened in September, he just looking crazy. He looking crazy. As y'all already know, this does overlap with the timeline for me and Chop. I'm waiting for Chop to come home at this point because I already knew, bitch. I got new fish on the line. I'm waiting for my nigga to get out of jail. So it get like October, like around Mari's birthday. We getting up to Mari's first birthday. Y'all, we had a birthday party together. Y'all already know me and my baby daddy up there holding the baby. Smiling, say cheese Marlin, looking fucking stupid together. Don't care. Yeah, we cheating on each other, but we up here with this motherfucking baby. So what? Child, the girl done came to me as a motherfucking woman. But I still don't know how old she is. So she done hit me up. She say, yeah, this girl came and told me that this man gave her gonorrhea. that should have been the first red flag for me that she was young. So she done hit me up like, girl, I didn't know y'all was in a relationship. One, this man live with me. This man be driving my car too. He had done just got him a car. She fucked up his car that he just got. Before that, that girl was letting him drive her car around that her mama, whoever the fuck gave her, letting this man drive her car. You stupid. So she tells me about the gonorrhea shit. So I'm like, well, boo, you sure you got gonorrhea from him? Cause I just had my annual on my birthday and my test results was negative. And just to be on the safe side, because that gonorrhea shit did scare me, I went and got my pussy checked and there wasn't nothing wrong with it. So I texted her, I said, look, I don't know what type of games you be trying to play or what the fuck y'all got going on, real shit. Bitch, don't get on my phone playing about nothing. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. I don't care what y'all be doing. Don't get on my phone playing about that shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it. You talking about you got an STD, this, that, and third. Bitch, you got my heart beating. Bitch, you got me scared talking about you got gonorrhea. Whole time, bitch, I don't know. Maybe she did have it, but I didn't have it. So shit, I just, pimp my ass on the way. Y'all, so we rolling around towards the end of the year. At this point, y'all, me and my baby daddy relationship, it's non-existent. Just live in the house together. The nigga won't leave. I put his name on the lease. Boy, that shit traumatized me. Traumatized. I don't care, dog. That first apartment, that's a fucking boxing ring. Fuck that shit, man. I'm still traumatized. But it's like the end of the year, y'all. I done switched jobs. I got a different schedule, so I get off work at 12:30. So I get home at 12:30. My baby daddy not there. The apartment black. I look around. Where's my hoe at? Where's you at? Because at this point, you done saw me a little dream trying to act like, oh, we gonna fix everything. Everything gonna be. And I bought the dream because I was dumb. So I'm like, okay, where the fuck he at? So I get up. I go to Jenny's home. I go to the projects. I go to the projects because I know that he be standing out there doing nothing with himself sometimes. So I'm like, let me go over there because that way his cousin stay. So I pull up. When I pull up out there, y'all, I see the girl car. I see her car. So I'm like, I'm going to park behind her car just in case he try to get away from me. Because I'm going out there to fight my baby daddy, y'all. I'm finna tell him. I ain't tell y'all in the beginning, but I used to be a domestic abuser. The abuser. I used to tear them niggas up. I don't care. Even if I was cheating. If I caught you cheating, just know you was about to have a well-whooped ass. So I don't park behind the girl car. I get out the car. So I walk up to her window. She let the window down. Scared. Slow as fuck. So I say, what's her? Because I see it's another girl in the pasture. So I already done put two and two together. Oh, y'all on a two-man. Y'all on a two-man and the baby mama done popped up. Oh. Perfect fucking time. So she was like, he over there. So she pointed and I'm like, okay, cool. So she let her window up. Y'all, it's cold as fuck outside. It's probably like 20 degrees out the door. I ain't gonna lie, baby. It's cold as fuck. So I walk over to his cousin. I'm like, hey, where the fuck your cousin at? Because I see this bitch right here and I'm about to beat his ass. I don't want to talk. So he like, man, he seen you pull up and he took off running. A grown man saw me pull up and took off running through the cut to get the fuck away. Mind y'all, he don't got no car because Shawty had done fucked his car up. He still ain't had no car. So I'm talking to his cousin, y'all. I'm talking to his cousin. I'm just like, well, such up. I'm about to whoop his ass. Y'all, all I heard was the little girl let the motherfucking window down and she said, you ain't gonna fucking touch him. Who? Me? Not gonna touch it? Bitch, that's my motherfucking property. That's my motherfucking property. So I walk over to the window because I'm like, you two fucking look like, bitch. No, like real shit. I make sure, bitch, no. This ain't little. This ain't no little girl, bitch. I'm 5'9" and I weigh 172 pounds right now. Back then I was like 140, but bitch, I'm 5'9". Bitch, I'll beat the fuck out you. What you talking about? Y'all, when I get to the motherfucking window, her homegirl lets the window down like this, like a little bit. Cracks through the window, spray mace through the window. Oh, bitch tried.
You're quiet. Yeah. I'm trying to gauge how awkward and myself I can be in this new social situation. So I will be quiet until then. And then once I figure it out, you'll probably wish that I would go back to being quiet.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge. I'm going to tell you the story of the craziest bottomless mimosa brunch I've ever been to, in which I started the day at this bottomless mimosa brunch and I ended the day being fired because this app's going to get banned. I have no reason to take the story to my grave. Let's fucking go. Okay, we listen and we don't judge. It's my roommate's birthday. Let's call her Sheila. So we went to a bottomless mimosa drag brunch at Hamburger Mary's, if you know, you know, in Los Angeles. The best place in the world, okay? Now, the only problem with this drag brunch is that it was at 11 a.m. and I had to work at 4 p.m., okay? So instead of canceling the drag brunch and saying, I don't think I can make it, I have to work at 4 p.m., I say, okay, here's my plan. I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to hit fast at 11 a.m. Like a professional partier, like a genius I am. I'm going to hit it so hard, get so drunk,
eat, sober up, go to work like a professional. Get to brunch at 11 a.m. and I'm hitting it hard. I'm hitting it fast. I order us a round of shots. It's Sheila's birthday. We gotta do shots. We do shots. I order us another shot. We do another shot. Then we do bottomless mimosas, which at Hamburger Mary's is a life-size leg that they fill with mimosa. It's literally so big. We all get one of those and we chug it. So at this point, it's like 10:04 p.m. We've done 11:04 p.m. We've done 2 shots. We've drank a whole leg of mimosa. We're feeling great. We're at cruising altitude. We're feeling amazing. At this brunch, by the way, is me, my roommate Sheila, 2 of our close friends, Jenna, and let's call her Molly, and then a few people we don't know that well because we're kind of new to LA. Okay, so it's our first time kind of really going out as a crowd. That's important for the story, okay? So we're drinking, we're having a good time. Sheila wants to get another shot, we do another shot. Bartender does a shot with us, like, we're thriving, okay? Then the waiter comes to get our brunch order because like we are there to eat. I'm like, great, this is my shot. I'm gonna get something good so that will sober me up, soak up all this alcohol. The only problem is I don't have any money because I'm so broke and I'm like 22 living on a dream here in LA. The only thing I could afford was this like tiny little omelet. And I was like, that's fine, that'll be enough for me, I'm sure. Order the omelet, the waiter leaves, we're drinking, we're chugging, we're drinking, we're chugging, the drag show starts, we're having the time of our lives. Everything is great. Next thing we know, one of the girls who we don't know that well, who we have never gone out with, let's call her Chandler, decides to go to the bathroom. That's fine. Who cares? Chandler's in the bathroom. No one, it's all good. Except that Chandler's in the bathroom for like a long time. We all start being like, wait, where's Chandler? But the queens are performing. We're having a great time. We're throwing ones. Like, and all of a sudden we're like, wait, Chandler's kind of been gone for a while. Is Chandler okay? Is Chandler okay? Chandler comes back. I'm like, Chandler, are you okay? Everything good? She says like, Chandler goes, she goes, I just shit my pants. It's important to know that we don't know Chandler that well. This is our first time going out with her. We met her at like a Zumba class. Like, she goes, I just shit my pants. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you okay? How did that happen? We're just doing shots and mimosa. Like, your stomach didn't like that, girl? That's so weird. She goes, I don't know. I never really go out. This is like kind of my first time really drinking. Chandler, what? You didn't mention that in our little Zumba class, Kiki. You didn't mention that you're not a drinker. I'm a drinker, and this is an aggressive bottomless brunch for me. This is like athletic style drinking, and I'm struggling, and I drink. You don't drink, and you're doing all these shots and all these mimosas? Girl, of course you drink, man. The reason she was in there so long is because she was taking her underwear off and throwing it away. Chandler's rocking it, raw dogging the brunch now, like a champion, like an all-star. That's not even the craziest part of this brunch, if you can believe it. So Chandler pivots back in, starts drinking water. I'm like, stop drinking. Like, don't drink anymore. I keep drinking, even though I have to be at work at 4 p.m. But you shouldn't drink because you clearly can't handle it. And I wish you told us that sooner because we never would have like got you shot. Anyway, we're vibing. The queens are performing. Everything is good. Then our brunch finally comes out and I get my tiny little omelet. And I eat it in like 3 bites. And girl, shocking, it didn't sober me up. Not even a little. No, I was still, in fact, I think it made me more drunk. I think they put vodka in those eggs. Like, I was so drunk. We'd done so many shots. We had drunk like 4 of those legs. Like, I am like not on planet Earth. I am underwater. And now it's been a vortex of time because the drag brunch is so fun. You're having a great time. Next thing you know, it's 3:30 p.m. I have to be at work at 4. What? Wait, I'm wasted. Like, not just tipsy, not just like, oh, she was drinking a little today. She's gone in another county, like gone. I'm like, guys, I have to go to work. My friends are like, Cassidy, there's absolutely no way you're going to work. Call out sick. You have to call out sick. I was like, I can't call out sick. I committed to be there today. I'm going to be there today. They're like, there's no way you can go out. And I was like, why not? And they take me out to the alley. My friends Jenna and Molly, let's call her, take me to the alley of this drag brunch and tell me to pretend that I'm walking to work and talking to my boss. And then they thought they would show me these videos and I would be like, oh my God, wow, I'm clearly so drunk. There's no way I can go to work. And instead I watched those videos and I was like, period, actor of the year. She doesn't look drunk at all. When I tell you, I rewatch those videos, sometimes being like, I can't even believe I thought I could pull it off. I thought I was cosplaying sober. I thought I was nailing it. I don't want to ever show these videos, but it is so clear that girl is not on planet Earth. I'm so obviously drunk. I'm stumbling. I'm talking a different, I'm like, like, and I watched those videos and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna go to work. And they're like, Cassidy, what? We showed you these to deter you. Like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm going to work. I'm not gonna tell you what I was doing for work at that time because it's absolutely unforgivable that I thought I could go to work given what my job was at that time. I don't think I'll ever reveal it because I'm still so ashamed of myself. You know what? I'll reveal it. If this app doesn't get banned, I'll tell you what I was going to go to work. But it's so bad that I even thought that I still feel so bad about it. Anyway, back alley with drag run, showing me the videos. I'm like, I'm fine, I can pull this off. They're like, you can't pull this off. We're gonna go in there and pay the check, then we're coming back out here, we're gonna Uber you home, and we're gonna take care of you. Like, you cannot go to work. And I was like, okay, fine, I won't go to work. They're like, okay, great. They go into the restaurant to pay the bill. Where do I go? To work, motherfucker. I made a commitment. I'm going. I'm on my side quest. They leave. I immediately call myself an Uber. I'm like, they can't tell me anything. I am sober. I know I'm sober. Sober is a mindset. And I'm sober now. Duh. Get in my Uber. My friends start immediately calling me like, what are you talking about? Like, we left the alley, we come back and you're gone. Where are you? I was like, I'm going to work. Decline. Then by the grace of whatever you believe in this Uber, I start feeling really sick. Maybe it was the 4 legs of mimosa I drank. I don't know. TBD. Next thing I know, the waves are coming. I'm really not feeling good. I'm really like feeling sweaty. I'm feeling like, oh my God, I'm really not feeling good. Finally, it happens. But because I'm a professional, because I'm courteous, I roll down the window to try to projectile out the window and not get it in my Uber driver's car. Did that work? Do you think it worked? No, it didn't. Obviously, it didn't work. I vomited inside the Uber driver's door, like inside the door, to the point where in order to get it out, they had to surgically remove the door from the car to clean it. How do I know that? Because there was a car wash around the corner. I told him I would take him there and I'd obviously pay for it because I felt so bad that I threw up in his Uber. He was so mad at me, obviously. We go to the car wash. They say they have to keep the car overnight like a patient because they have to remove the car door and they have to clean it that way. That's how badly I vomited all of it. Like, so bad. Obviously, Uber charged me. Obviously, this guy's so mad at me. And I have to call my friends and be like, hey, can you pick me up? I'm actually at the car wash. My friend comes to pick me up, who wasn't drunk, comes to pick me up. Me and my Uber driver are sitting on the side of the road. I'm sobbing. I feel so bad. I called out of work, obviously. Sobbing. And the Uber driver is sitting there right next to me, wanting to murder me. We're on the side of the road, and my friend has to pick us up and then drops the Uber driver off at an IHOP, his request, I don't know, and takes me home. Now, here's the kicker of the story. Takes me home. I go home. I'm sobbing. I've been sobbing for hours. I'm also still drunk. Really not having a good day. I get home. My roommate Sheila's there. And guess who else is there? Our bestie, Chandler, our really good friend Chandler, is also there. Reminder, we don't really know her that well. She's also there. And I'm like, oh my God, Chandler. Hey, are you okay, by the way? Me, who's like covered in tear stains, like covered in vomit. Like, I'm like, are you good, girl? Like, what does Chandler say? What does Chandler say to me? We listen and we don't judge. She goes, yeah, I'm okay. I just can't believe I shit myself twice at that restaurant. Twice? When was the second time? When was the second time? I know once. You did it again? You shit yourself again? Also, doing the math here, you threw your underwear out the first time. So the second time, did you just shit in those shorts that you're now wearing and sitting on my couch? Is there shit in your shorts right now? Sheila clearly didn't know this. Looks at Chandler. I look at Chandler. We look at each other. We don't know this girl that well. She shit herself twice. Go home, Chandler. Why are you on our couch with your shit shorts? Like, I know you're not used to this, but at this point in the night, if that's what you're going through, you just take yourself right home, girly pop. I'm like, the fact that I was shocked at her, me covered in vomit, like mascara down my face, had to call out of work. Like, the fact that I was looking at her being like, damn, girl, is crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, I got fired. Duh. I called out of work 5 minutes after I was supposed to be there. For what reason? I said I was sick. We listen and we don't judge. I'm gonna miss this app.
82% of CIA agents are men, which is crazy to me because one time I used a guy's public Venmo transaction history and his Twitter likes to figure out that he was also seeing a girl across the country. And I just don't believe a man could do that.
4 years ago, I was kidnapped, and I'm gonna tell my testimony because if I can help somebody, that would be everything to me. So I was at this party, and this was like my first time being around white people. But they do this thing where you shotgun, and this guy, he was shotgunning, but he had a cross, and he like punctured his shotgun with his cross. And I was like, oh. Now, mind you, I had no idea who this man was, but I did go up to him, and I was like, something about that don't look too right to me. Long story short, me and that guy did have a conversation because I didn't even know Jesus myself, but it just felt wrong to me. A couple days later, I'm at home with my boyfriend at the time. We were together for about a year, and we also shared an apartment. It was 2 a.m. on like a random Thursday, and he just randomly said, like, I'm going with this girl and she's downstairs and I'm leaving. But also, as a woman, you know in your heart when you feel something's off, and at that time I had already knew something was off. So I'm not the type of person to argue. If you want to leave, go. So I let him go. Now, mind you, I was hurt. As soon as he left, I broke down. I ran me a bath. And that guy that I had the conversation with at the party, he always told me, like, whenever you are ready to give your life to Christ, just pray about it. Pray about it and ask him and say, God, I give my life to you. And I am in this bathtub crying, literally bawling my eyes out. And I laid in the bathtub and I said, God, I give my life to you. I have no idea what I'm doing, or what I'm saying, but I'm doing it and I'm giving my life to you and I'm not looking back. So the next morning, I get up, go to my car because I just need to get out of my apartment. I'm sitting at the gas station, scrolling my phone, and I get a text message from the guy who taught me how to do the prayer. He was like, hey, I'm in Florida right now and I'm with this girl, but for some reason God put you on my heart last night and I cannot get you off, so I'm going to fly home today and I want to have a conversation in person. At this time, my boyfriend literally cut my phone off, so that was the reason that I was sitting at the gas stations, because we didn't have Wi-Fi at our house. Told the guy, I was like, hey, just to let you know, I'm in a pickle right now. I don't have a phone. My ex cut it off. Da 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 da. This man literally says, no worries. I'll be home at 5. Here's my address. Meet me there then. So we hung out for about 2 weeks. At this point, my ex still hasn't heard from me, so he literally has no idea what I'm doing. Long story short, I go get my nails done one day, and I get a text message, and it's like, hey girl, I see you do lashes and nails, whatever. I want to book an appointment. I'm like, okay, slide. So I text the guy that I'm staying with. His name is Tanner. Hey, I'm going to this house. I don't really know why. I'm nervous, but can you just stay on the phone with me while I walk up, because I'm not really sure. So mind you, I'm on speakerphone with him, getting out the car, going to this girl's house, texting her like, hey, I'm here. She's telling me which door it's at, da da da. So I walk up to the door number. For some reason, there is no mat. She told me there was a mat under the door. There's no mat. So I'm like, something's off. As soon as I turn around, I hear my name being called. Lo and behold, it was my ex-boyfriend, his homeboy, and his new girlfriend. Both of them had things on them, and she was beating my windshield in. Now, mind you, Tanner's still on the phone with me while all of this is happening. I'm just not saying anything because I'm so distraught. So my ex tells me, he was like, get in the car. You're going to drive with me. They're going to follow behind us, and we're going to go to the apartment. Now, mind you, my apartment is in downtown. I have no balcony. That literally means one way in, one way out. Still on the phone with Tanner. I think he gets an ID I'm on the phone, so he takes my phone, snatches it. By this time, Tanner's already left work on the way to me. I just didn't know it. Really, like, where can I just like have an accident just so I can stop all this? Okay, I'm at a light there, the police officer's here, I'm right here, and I was like, okay, when the light turns green, I'm gonna just floor it. So that way he pulls me over. Turns green and I floor it, and the police officer makes a right in the middle lane. You're not even in the right lane, sir, so that's against the law. So I stop in the middle of the road in downtown. There's so much going on around me, I don't even realize that I did that. He got out of the car, stole my phone, got in the car that they were like following me in. I have no phone. I can't call Tanner. And mind you, I just met this man 3 weeks ago, so how am I supposed to know his phone number? So I have to call my dad. That's fun. And long story short, I called the police. They said, well, since you did go between 2 cities, one of the cities has to decide if they want to pick it up. And since kidnapping's not really like a high crime because there's so many like gun charges, homicides, and stuff, which I don't see how kidnapping's not high crime, they didn't do anything. They actually dropped the case. I kind of was upset at God a little bit because I was like, something needs to happen. He literally kidnapped me after I gave my life to you. Like, how is this right? 3 months after that, I get a client. She's new to me. She's a great client. We're just talking. She's like, isn't your ex da da da? I was like, oh no. Oh my God, I was to fight this girl. Her best friend went through the same thing that I went through with him just 2 weeks before her appointment. And long story short, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And that girl's boyfriend came home and shot him 7 times. And he was in the hospital. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not saying that I take pride in that. I'm not saying that I wished that would happen or I prayed that he die or anything like that. My husband and I pray for all of our exes all the time. But you have to realize that when you give your life to Christ, he fights your battles for you and you cannot fight them, because if you do it, it is not just, because he is the most just God. Does that make sense? The whole point of this testimony is if you are giving your life to God, no matter what you go through, he is going to protect you. He's going to take care of his children. And I promise you that. Just trust him.
Story time about how I thought I found the love of my life and he played me like a fool. Had me sitting here. So yeah, found the man. I thought he was the one. We good. Everything's going straight. I'm thinking it's the one, y'all. I'm thinking, yes, I can post you. I'm good. I never have to worry about nobody saying nothing. The opposite. The opposite. Y'all, my man work. He work late nights. He's a hardworking man. He like, yeah, princess, whatever you want, I got it. Yeah. I can get a large. Yes, y'all, he was that type of man. Like, you want something, you got. I thought I hit the score. The great Amazon package that came in an hour. I thought that's what I had. Y'all, he sleep. Right? He sleep. So I'm texting his phone, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, babe, like, you know, is you up? He sleep. That's what I came to realize. He sleep. So y'all post on my Instagram or whatever. I'm like, y'all, like, you know, looking good, bored, my man sleep. He sees it. Are you mad at me? Did I say something? Did I not answer your call? Did you find out about something? What did I do? Y'all, he looks again. So now I'm like low-key confused. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Right? So now I go to my close friends. So I only put him in it. So I type or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, babe, like, why you just watching my story and not responding? He watches it again. Don't say nothing though. So then I add his name and I say, babe, what's going on with you? Why you not answering my phone call? Why did somebody text me and say, are you dating him? Duh, stupid. If I just said, babe, why you not answering the phone? And I just added this man, why would you Are you dumb? So I'm like, what you talking about? Like, I'm laughing now. Like, you playing a prank. You playing. Where the cameras at? Where the fucking cameras at? Y'all, she's texting me like, yeah, how long you been dating him? What do? Am I in an interrogation room? What are you talking about? How long have you been? Why is it? Who? Let me see who's behind the screen. Because now you have me furious. I'm finna get mad. I'm 1,000 miles away. I'm finna get upset. Don't make me go on Spirit and tell him to get the soul plane and drive. Yeah. Y'all, she's like, I'm not playing. I can send you the pictures. Here go my number. Oh, you one of them. If somebody tell you drop the addy, you drop the addy fast. But don't do that to me. Because what are you talking about? Y'all, why do I text this lady? She's showing me pictures, videos, messages. Why when this man tell me good morning, he's telling her good morning, queen? This your queen? Why is this nigga saying, oh yeah, I'm getting off work right now, baby, I'm gonna call you. He telling me the same thing. You got a double life? This is a Tyler Perry movie. Tyler! Give me my rounds. Because what? Are you serious? Y'all, still to this day, I want to murder that man. But you know what? It's cool. I used to be down, but now I'm like, okay, yeah. Because now we're good. But you know what? I wish both of them nothing but the best. Don't fall in love, y'all. Because it's for the birds.
I like to play a little game at home called Refrigerator Jenga, where I try to remove something from the very back without moving any of the items cluttered in front of it. And it's fun because if I win, I get my item and I feel proud of myself. And if I lose, I spend 40 minutes cleaning up marinara and broken glass off the floor.
Okay, so story time how my so-called friend tried to finesse me and really tried to try me behind my car. So I have two cars, right? I have my Tesla. This is the car that I drive. And then I have a little Hyundai Elantra, a little cute Hyundai Elantra I bought brand new. I bought that one for my daughter. So when my daughter turns 16, she has a brand new car. Well, it won't be brand new then, but you know, she has a nice, good, reliable car, right? So the car is almost paid off. So I figured I would just make some money off of it in the meantime because I don't drive it. I drive my Tesla. So I put my car on Turo. I'm profiting about $350, $400 a month on Turo, right? So I got this friend that kind of comes to me in a moment of need and tells me like, oh, I'm going through a lot, da 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 da. Can I come stay with you? This, that, and the third. So she comes stay with me, and her car ends up like just not working at all, and it's not worth fixing. She might as well just get a new car. Credit messed up, just a bunch of stuff that's just she can't get a car. So I tell her like, oh well, I got an extra car. You can rent this one off of me. And we did that, and that was cool for a while, and then she ended up like not communicating with me a lot. So when it came time for like the car note to get paid and stuff, she would either just not pay it and not say nothing for a day or two, or maybe even a couple days, and then finally like be like, oh, I'm about to send the money now. And I just personally did not like that. I'd rather you communicate with me so that if you can't pay it, I'm aware and I can get ready to pay it myself, because I could pay it. I just need to know that I have to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Don't put me in a bind. Don't put me in a position where I done went and just paid for a trip or something, or I just paid off a bunch of bills when I could have waited to pay those bills and had the money. You see what I'm saying? Also, I'm only renting the car out to her
$400 a month plus the insurance. That's it. I'm not charging her nothing on top of that. So I'm not profiting nothing off of it. She's literally just paying the car note and that's it. So that doesn't do nothing for me. Well, she, like I said, she did that so many times to the point where I was like, let me get my car back. So she really didn't put up a fuss or fight. She asked for another month in the car and I gave that to her because I know she has kids. And, you know, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to mess up anybody's life or make anything harder on them. But it's like people don't see that I'm making things easier on them. You're not spending thousands of dollars a month on a rental anymore. You know, I'm cutting you a big discount by only charging $400. So boom, she gave me the car back. There's no fuss and fight. So then I have another friend in a very same situation and she hits me and she's like, let me get the car. And she knows the situation with the first girl because like I said, me and her were friends. So she understood that the last girl, it was just too much for me to not have stuff paid on time and not communicate. So she knew those were my two biggest pet peeves and that would need to be done if she got my car. So she asked for the car and she's telling me up and down, like, I swear I will take care of the car and I swear I'll make sure I have the payments paid on time. You won't have any issues from me, girl. You know I'm going to communicate with you. Da, da, da. Cool. At the time, she was going through a little breakup or whatever and she had her stuff at my crib, but she was staying with another friend and going to work and stuff like that. So I saw that she was trying to get her life together and I felt like, okay, that I can help this girl out. Why not? I feel like I trusted her enough to be on her, but I don't know. I had my reservations, but I still felt bad and felt like she really needed some help because she don't have no help with her daughter. She's not from here. She's from Puerto Rico. So I really tried to be that friend that could just help her out. Safe to say I won't be doing that again because yeah. So before she gets the car, I tell her I know your man stays in a different city than me, which is an hour and 20 minutes from where I am. She works in my city. So I'm like, you can't be driving back and forth like that if you decide to go back to him. She's like, no, I'm done with him. I'm not going back. I tell her that ain't none of my business, but I do know that things change. So say that things do change. That is okay. That is fine. That's your business. But like I said, you can't be driving the car back and forth. She said she understood. She don't plan on going back. Cool. Less than a week later, she was already back with him. Now I have her location because like I said, me and her were friends and she had her stuff at my crib and stuff. We was cool like that. So I peeped that she's driving back and forth from his city to my city. That's an hour and 20 minutes each way. At least 7 times in that first week she had the car. So when it was time to pay the car note, I said something to her. I told her that she's going against our agreement and that I understand that things change, but she can't be doing that. So she would either need to figure something out or bring me my car back. She told me that, well, first she started acting like she didn't know what I meant by she can't be driving back and forth. She was like, so I can only drive a certain amount of miles. And I was like, well, yeah, we discussed that. We discussed that. Don't act like this is something new. So she tells me, oh, okay, well, just give me 2 weeks of driving back and forth so that way I can get a job in his city. So I said, okay, no problem. So one day she posts a story on her Instagram of my car on the side of the highway because the tire popped. And she was like, I guess I'm not going to work today. So she's driving from his city back to my city to go to work. But the tire popped. So I start blowing her phone up to make sure she's okay and to let her know that there is a spare tire in the trunk. She doesn't answer the phone. I don't hear from her for at least 24 hours. She calls me the next night and tells me that she left the car because all the tire shops were closed. It was too late. And that she went back the next morning, got the car, took it to a tire shop and paid $60 to get a new tire. I told her, wow, I wish you would have answered the phone because I was trying to let you know there's a spare underneath the floorboard in the trunk. She was like, oh my God, I didn't even think to look there. Some people just aren't meant to have cars. Plus, I had extra tires inside of my garage. But she's like, oh, my man took care of it. He paid for the $60 tire. All good. Cool. So at this point, I'm just getting super annoyed with her because there's no communication when it comes to my car. If I'm calling you to make sure that you're okay and make sure everything's taken care of, there's no communication. I'm irritated. But I let that slide too. So fast forward to July. It was time for the car insurance to be due. She sent me the money the day the car insurance was due. Cool. The car note was due on the 24th. On the 23rd, I sent her a reminder text letting her know that the car note was due tomorrow. She said, okay, cool. On the 24th, I got up, I went to work. I didn't hear from her all day. I went and got my kids from daycare. I went home, cooked dinner, gave them baths. I laid down. It was 8:30 p.m. I still haven't heard from her, haven't gotten any money. So I texted her and I said, hey, I need that money for the car. No response. I texted her again at 11 p.m. and now her phone is on Do Not Disturb. And I just say, hello. No response. I wake up the next morning to check our text thread. Her phone is off of Do Not Disturb, but no text back. So you've been on and off of your phone, but you decide not to send me the money or communicate with me and tell me why you can't send the money. At this point, I want my car back. Because like I said, we already discussed the communication and paying on time. So here we are the next day after the car is due on the 25th, and I don't hear from her most of the day. So by like 1, 2 o'clock, she texts me and says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My daughter locked me out of my phone all day. I wasn't able to respond to anybody. Which is weird, because you cannot take your phone on and off of Do Not Disturb if you are locked out of your phone. I'm just saying. I'm not the person you have to lie to, and I'm not the person that you have to come up with excuses for. All you have to do is communicate with me. I'm very understanding, and I can make it happen. I can make sure stuff's paid. By that point, I already made sure the card note was paid. She wasn't sending me the money. So she texted me, told me that she was locked out of her phone. She couldn't respond. She was going to go ahead and send me some money. She said she sent me some of the money. She sent me $280, and she would send me the rest later that day. I just thumbs up the message, and I waited later that day to see if she would send the money. Do y'all think I got the money by the end of the day? No. So I texted her around 2 a.m. So now it's the 26th at 2 a.m. And I said, hey, can you bring me my car in the morning, please? I don't have to be rough. I don't have to be rugged. And I don't have to talk to anybody crazy. It is my property, and I just want it back at this point. Plus, my baby daddy's son got into a car wreck and totaled his car the day before. So I already told him that he could have the car back since the car note was not paid on time. I already knew I wanted my car back at that point, and somebody that is my family needs the car at this point. She texts me back at 4 in the morning and says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. That's my fault. I'm so sorry for not communicating. I need this car. Please don't take it. Please don't do this. I'm sending you the rest of the money now. She sends me the money. I wake up at 6 when I see the message, and I text her back and I tell her, no, I'm going to need my car back because my baby daddy needs the car now. And since it wasn't paid, I went on ahead and told him yes. I would have given you 30 extra days in the car. However, because of our agreement, because of the way the last girl did me and you knew and you swore up and down you wouldn't do me the same, I can't let you have that car for 30 more days. I need it back now. She texts back and she's pretty much like, I'm not doing you like her. It just happened one time. If it happened one time, you're doing me like her. I hate to break it.